Well, good morning guys, welcome to the channel. We're just finishing up here with the contracting, and part of that means we've got to move the mother bins, and I'll just show you some of the issues we run into. So I got Phil taken off in the 555 with the old mother bin on it. He's heading to another block where we're going to do a little bit of contracting. And this mother bin, the Bromar, has been here for a few days and it is sunk good. So obviously when there's hundreds of ton going through this and vibrations and all that, they just sink right down. So that's pretty impressive. So we just got to try and pop it out, and yeah, we just got the Challenger there just to give it a helping hand. Hopefully it'll pop out all right without breaking anything, but we'll see how we go. Not good enough, we might need the Steiger. Righto, plan number 2, we're hooking the cat up to here. Got the blue tractor there, just taking a bit of weight from the back to help pop it up. And the Deutz is over here, I think. I'm gonna try, use it as well somehow. So we'll see. I don't have my GoPros on me, so it'll all be phone video. So we'll see how this all goes. So we've got the Deutz and the New Holland at the back, lifting it up a little bit. It's pretty heavy, even empty, but hopefully we can pop it out. Yeah, righto. Are you ready to try?
Just trying to get the bucket in here. The first gear, and there you go.
Yeah, righto.
Slow the bucket there, Johnny.
Beautiful.
Made it look too easy, that did.
Yeah, it didn't have as much left as would have been nice.
Didn't even break a traction.
Well, it's nice to have that out. Just have to make sure no one comes driving through here to fall down these big holes. But yes, that's just how saturated the soil is. It's dry on top and everything, but it's just soft and spongy. So anyway, off to the next thing. Well, it's been a bit of an eventful morning, just shifting the machinery around a bit, but I think we've basically got the right bits of gear in the right place, so that is good. We were going to take this up and sort out this rotor gearbox on this, but we can't get parts for the gearbox and we can't get an actual gearbox until tomorrow. So yeah, we're just keeping a very close ear out for it, and if it gets worse we'll just pull up, but we're actually here just trying to get as much of this barley as we can, and yeah, that way we can at least get one of the crop types tidied off. So this is the property where we've got barley, wheat and linseed. We've still got maybe not quite half of the linseed to go. Hopefully with it's dried out a bit more since the last time we tried, and hopefully it'll just work a bit better and cut a bit better. We'll just see how that all goes, but yeah, for now we're on the barley, and then might go into a bit of the wheat potentially. That is just, there's 10 or 20 hectares, or maybe not even that much actually, that we couldn't get to because it was still too wet. And yeah, we'll get all that sorted out. Yeah, just something to tick off, and then yeah, then this might go in for surgery tomorrow if we get this gearbox. We'll yeah, just rip out the rotor gearbox as quickly as we can and swap it over, hopefully, and yeah, get back into it. Then we won't be needing to nurse this header through, so that'll be a nice feeling. The hydro for header number 1 should be just about ready to arrive. I think it'll be coming on freight, so hopefully that can happen. Hopefully that happens quite soon, and then that can all sort of go back together. I don't think the pump that's getting reconditioned will be here until tomorrow anyway, but at least we can get it on the way to getting put all back together. So that's where we're at. Well, it's been a productive few hours. It might be 5 or 6 hours here with the barley. I think we're probably going to end up with about another 100 tonne, which is good. So we're just going to tidy off this. I've only got a little bit here to do, and then I think Phil's actually going to take over on the header again and go onto the wheat. I'm not exactly sure how many hectares of wheat we weren't able to harvest that we can now, but yeah, there'll be hopefully finish that off tonight, and then might make might make a start on the linseed in the morning when everybody's fresh and mentally prepared, I think. But anyway, we'll see how we go, and that'll probably be it for me for tonight. I'll hopefully just throw up the drone and get a few shots before I leave, and yeah, we'll see what happens in the morning. Good morning. We are here at the main farm in the workshop here, and we got the hydro motor, we got the hydro pump for header number 1, and Brad and Johnny just been rushing about getting that put back in there this morning, and it yeah, it's all in, the motor's in, and this can drive itself once again. So we're trying to just get this all sorted, because the header front for this one seems to handle the linseed a bit better. The knives just aren't quite as worn, and yeah, it seems to just not get blocked up as easy. So what we're going to do is we're going to come through here just with the MIG welder and weld up just a little tack weld on each of those between the knife guards, because what's happening with the linseed, and we've never really had this problem before, but just whether it's because it's so dry or for whatever reason, it's coming through here, getting caught in behind the knife guards here, and then it just gets stuck in there and just keeps just moving backwards and forwards and just making itself really fibrous and turning into rope essentially. So that's what we're going to do here. There's a couple other things we just want to check out, but yeah, the main thing is header number 1 is almost ready to go. I did actually try the linseed just with header number 2 this morning, because it was already down there, just finished up on the wheat. Got about 100 metres and blocked the front up, so kind of almost expected that, but that's yeah, so just decided to bring that one back up. We do have the rotor gearbox for that. That's not that one, that's not that one, where there should be a box around here with a gearbox in it. Anyway, so we've got the new gearbox here ready to go in that one. We just want to get this one going first so we can at least get started on the linseed. Then all our resources will be poured into getting the rotor gearbox done on that one. So anyway, that's the plan. Well, this is a good feeling. We're going in header number 1. So there's the header front from header number 2. I just left that there and took that up this morning. So Brad and Johnny are working on that. They're swapping out that rotor gearbox, and it was just good with that bit of a repair we did. We were able to finish the bit of the contracting we had. We were able to tidy up the barley here and the wheat. So yeah, at least now we've got another header going while the other one's getting fixed. So that is good. We're very thankful for that. Now I do apologise for not getting many action shots. Yeah, it's just pretty hectic, as you can all understand, I'm sure. But what's happened is header number 1 is harvesting linseed down at the other main farm. Phil's down there, and I think it's looking a bit better at least. So hydro's working fine on it, so it's all seems to be Mickey Mouse. But we've got header number 2 here. Johnny and Brad have just been slaving away most of the day trying to get the gearbox in, and this is the old one. So it feels okay, but it's yeah, definitely be good to give it a refurbish in the off season, and yeah, go from there. Then we can have a spare, or if we wanted to, you could sell it or do something. But yeah, pretty hefty. I think it's like 200 kilos. So they were struggling away with that. I came at the sort of last minute to help put it in. But yeah, it's all buttoned up. It's all pretty well ready to give it a try. We're just leaving the floor out in here for a bit up there, just to test it so we can check the oil level again and top it up if need be after we just run it for a little bit. But yeah, you can see that's the brand newie in there. Brad's just taken off in header number 2 and going to try the linseed. Who knows? Miracles do happen. It might work well. We haven't welded the gaps in between the knife guards on that header front, but yeah, in a different part of the paddock it might be able to do something. So we're going to give that a bit of a try tonight. Again, won't be able to probably go for very long because once cool weather hits, the sun goes down, it takes the heat out of it, and yeah, it gets really hard to cut and makes it a lot worse. So that'll probably pull us up. But anyway, I'm going to head down now, see how it's all going, and might even get a drone shot. Might just beat the sun. We'll see how we go. we have a plan of attack. We just unblocked the front of that, but again, the main issue is that it is getting in behind the knives. Like, so what we expected on the other header, that, and we did, was weld in those gaps. It's working a lot better, so we're going to do the same to this one, I think. I might not get time to come back and get going again, but yeah, at least it'll be ready for tomorrow. So you can see here, maybe it's just like a big ball of fluff everywhere. What's actually happening is, because it's so dry, because it's so ripe and we haven't been able to get onto it, is that it's dried right down. The fibers are more easily disturbed, so they're getting really chopped up through the header and through the chopper and turning into these massive fibers. And what you will notice, hopefully it shows up on camera, is we're about to go into some stuff that was re-sown, and you'll notice a massive difference in the amount of fluff. So here we go, this is the stuff that's re-sown. Oh, that's rough. But you can see it is a bit not quite as bulky crop, but you can see there's just nowhere near the amount of fluff. So that's because it's a bit not quite as ripe, and it's still got a little bit of green on the stem, and it's not I don't know what you call that, fibrous-ing up. It's not, I don't know, you know what I'm trying to say. So anyway, I'm going to go get the comb trailer. We'll take the comb up to the main farm. I'll weld in those gaps, shouldn't take too long. I'll bring it back down, hook it all up. If there might be a little bit of time to get into it, but yeah, possibly by then it'll be a bit too dark and a bit too damp. So that will be the end of that. Righto, we are heading to fill. It's about a bit after 10 o'clock at night. I was just coming down to, after welding up those little gaps on the front of header number 2, I just was going to hook it on and get going, but he said it's probably a bit too damp now. But yes, apparently we've got some more hydraulic problems, so I'm just going to go pick him up and see what we find. That's yes, not sounding great, unfortunately. Well guys, the games seem to have continued. We're it's hard to describe how we're feeling, I guess, but the show has to go on somehow. There's a couple things going on here. Something went through the header, so we've just found out what that was. If we have a look here, there we go. There's half a rasp bar. Now the bolt's broken off in there, and half of it's gone through the machine. It's done a little bit of damage, but not much at all, considering. We did find the other half of it out in just behind the header, so we knew where to look. But the other thing is about the exact same time as that happened, we lost all hydraulic function. So no steering, no auger, none of that. And it's we've done about probably 7 hours of harvesting since we've done all that work, and we flushed out the hydraulic system and the hydro, and it got all that to work. The hydro is still working perfectly fine. We can move forward and backwards, but the actual hydraulic function's just nothing. So yeah, it's a weird one. It's we don't know what's going on, because we've had a really good run with this header. We've had it for about nearly 10 years, I think, and never really had an electrical issue. They maybe started last year, we had a few of them. Never really had hydraulic issues, and we've just not yeah, it's just, I mean, all machines break down, but it's just weird. It's been a great header, but we're just not sure what's going on. Well, we're going to have to call it a night. We can't do much more tonight. We've got to get gauges and all that sort of thing, but I was just saying to Phil that it's a bad night when a rasp-bar goes through the header, and that's not even the worst thing that's happened. So this hydraulic problem could be big, could be something simple, could be related to the hydrostat thing. It could be anything. So what do you reckon, Phil? What do we do?
Yeah, just throw the keys away and
Go on holiday?
go on holidays. Any contractors out there want to finish off our job? Oh, no, it's all good. We were getting there. It just
We keep poking our head up, thinking that we're on track, and then we get hit again. But
it's just some random thing, you know.
anyway,
Yeah, it's just thankful that we do have a crop to harvest, and yeah, we are.
keep it in perspective, eh?
We have got most of our crop off, so yeah, it's yeah, about perspective, isn't it? So no, I'm ready for some shut eye, I reckon.
Yep, let's go.
Yeah.
See what happens.